floor. Big circle, sand floor. Sand floor. Yes. Now show me wax on, wax off. Okay. Wax on, wax off. Head down, wax off. Wax on, hat. Wax off. Concentrate. Look at my eye. Lock a hand. Thumb inside. Wax on, hat. Wax off, hat. Wax on, hat. Wax off, hat. Wax on. Wax off. Push. Show me pentafates. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Other side. Look eye. Always look eye. Show me penthouse. Side, side. Knock wrist. Side, side. Side, side. Push. Show me wax on, wax off. Catch! 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 Show me pentafates. Catch! Face! Back! Back! Show me side to side. Catch! 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 Show me sand on floor. Catch! Face! 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 Yes. Hey, look, I always look, I come back tomorrow.
Not you, you stay. Don't come back tomorrow, you stay. Miyagi. It's a great story of where you don't really know why you're doing things, but you paint the fence, you paint the house, sand the floor, you wax the car. Why am I doing all these things? I'm going home. And there's a great lesson, of course. You know, maybe it didn't work that way for us, but in this story, this is how it works. And there was a great lesson to be taught in this story. And what Miyagi wanted to teach him was a lesson of karate. Because this kid just kept getting beat up. So what he did is he got a lot of his work done to show him how to do karate, right? Well, that's probably not how it worked with us. But in our life, in our lessons, in our life as we grow up, that's how we learn things. You kids there's a lot of young people here, and you kids grow up, your parents are teaching you things as you adults. You growed up. Some of us grew up, some of us were drug up, right? Right? Is that right? So I know I've met a lot of adults that were drug up and not drugged up. Some of those adults have kids that shouldn't have been drugged up, but it's been easier for us. But you know, when we grew up, we did a lot of house chores. You kids are doing house chores. If you're not, you shouldn't be. If you're not, then let me talk to your parents. I'll make sure you get some chores. We have chores if you're not doing chores at your house, right? Got a list of things on our refrigerator that aren't getting done. And I'm sorry, honey, I'll get to those. But the husbands know them as honeydews. But anyway, you kids are doing chores. You wonder, why are we doing these things? You mow the lawn. Your parents are making you mow the lawn. One of the reasons you're mowing the lawn is so you teach responsibilities, and so the dads don't. That's why dads have kids, is so you don't have to mow the lawn, right? No, actually, it's obviously because we love you and to mow lawns. But you mow the lawn, so you learn to take care of the lawn, and to also to make sure that the lawn looks good. And so when you mow the lawn, it's a part of responsibility. And so you mow the lawn, your dad goes out, well, you need to do that better. You miss a strip here. Well, what's it so important? It's just a strip. You don't want to go play. Get that strip first and you go play. So you eat your food. When you eat all your food, you can have dessert. Why can I have dessert first? It tastes better. Because you got to eat the stuff that's good for you. So you learn to eat properly. And that helps you out later in life. And then so that you clean your rooms, you don't look like a slob. My little girl grew up. I never knew what color, I forgot what color the floor was for the longest time. I know that every time I stepped in a room, a Barbie doll head popped off, and I was always accused of being a very mean father. But it's very important that you learn how to clean your house, and that shows responsibility. But as a child, you just don't know that. Then you go to school. Why are we learning history? Why do we learn history? Well, history is very important. History so you can learn what happened around the world in the past. You learn up to the current day. It's very important. Why do we learn English? Well, it's important to learn English because we need to know how to read and write. It's very important to learn to read and write. Why science? Well, we need to know what's inside a frog. I don't know. We need to know how to blow things up, like in, little volcanoes and that. That's very important, isn't it? It's very important. Why do we need to know math? I still don't know why we need to know math. I'm sorry, Jerry. I don't know. We can meet later. But and then you go beyond math and that other stuff, math. Anyway, so then some people go to college and get more math. But anyway, and then other people go to college, go to trade school. Some people go to just straight to jobs. And then, like myself, I went to the military. My first step in the military, I went to the Navy. And so I read the scripture. There was a scripture I read, and it said, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." So I changed my life and joined the Army. I'm just kidding. You guys are in the Navy. I'm joking. But anyway, I did. I joined the Army. And in basic training is everything but understanding sometimes. Basic training, you learned a lot of things that you just didn't understand. But it were things that you learned there that they taught you to do things by attention to detail. Things that didn't make sense, but they taught you to do things because you were told. But they were life-saving skills. But they didn't make sense. There were things that they told you to do that said, okay, when I tell you to do this, you just do it. You don't ask questions. Don't look at me like that. Like you guys look at me now. Huh? When I got up here, you guys are like, what's this guy doing up here? Please don't leave. But like that, yeah. But it's you do things because I'm telling you to do things. Why? Because later it's going to save your life. When I say move this way, move that way. So things don't land on you. When I tell you to do this, so things don't come to you this way. And that's how the military trains you. So a lot of things like this happen to you. A lot of things will be taught to you in this way, even in life. When our mom and dads tell us things in our life, whoever raises us, when they tell us these things in life, they tell us this way to keep us safe and to tell us this is how to keep you safe. And this is how you grow up. And to grow up in a solid way, and to keep you healthy, to keep you responsible, and to keep you safe. This is how you do it. And in the scriptures, does the same thing. Jesus does the same thing in Matthew 7:24-27. He gives us some great words. And we're going to use the NIV, and we all know what NIV stands for, right? Necessary and Vineyard. We all know this? Okay. Well, NIV